I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and I grew up, my dad was a petroleum engineer and always grew up going with him out to the oil rigs. He would go out and work on the oil rigs in various parts of Texas. And so when I was a teenager, he started up a small oil company. You know, he had been laid off from work, and so he decided, I'm going to start up an oil company and raise some capital and go drill an oil well. He wound up putting pretty much all of our life savings into this well, along with a bunch of other people into this well, and it turned out to be a dry hole. And of course, that was a bad Christmas, I remember. And I remember, because he didn't have the right documentation, he didn't use a securities attorney, he just kind of put a deal together. It caused a lot of problems and trouble. And looking back on that, I remember thinking, boy, I certainly don't want to have other people have that same experience. I don't want to have that same experience. And I think that's what initially caused me to want to go to law school. I don't have any lawyers in my family. I'm the first lawyer in my whole family. In fact, when I told my folks I wanted to go to law school, they said, well, why do you want to ruin the family name, go to law school? Don't you know all the lawyers are crooks? And so anyway, I told them, well, I'm going to be a good lawyer. I'm going to go and try to help people. And so I knew that the securities law was the area that I wanted to practice in. Went to law school at BYU, or Brigham Young University in Utah. Married a gal from Utah, wound up having 4 beautiful kids that are still growing and keeping me busy. But the area of securities law is where I wanted to focus, and so I did 2 internships at the SEC. And so I decided to start my own practice and focus exclusively on securities law compliance, and I've been practicing now for 14 years. I still, since I have close connections in Texas, I'm licensed in Texas and I maintain an office there, and also here in Utah, so back and forth. But I also have clients other places throughout the country. But I get a lot of satisfaction out of helping entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs have enough on their plate already. The last thing they need to worry about is raising capital, or am I following all the rules? I mean, that's what I come in and help them do that. So that's just a little bit about me.